Just one second. Okay, so officially, good evening from you guys on YouTube and from you guys here on our room. Uh, my name is Solon. I am your host tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about sports. So I hope you enjoy the conversation. And let me just explain for those of you who don't know how TNT works. Like João, he said it's his first week here, so I'm going to introduce kind of the project to you guys. So TNT is a conversation platform for beginners, intermediate, and advanced English speakers. I need to remind you guys, this is not a class, okay? We're going to practice by speaking, but it's not a class. How does it work? I bring a theme to our conversation and we have questions around it. We don't need to keep just following the questions. We can develop the subject, okay? Our philosophy is be respectful and enjoy it, okay? So as you can see, we are live on YouTube, and if you want to schedule more classes or you want to participate in more meetings, you need to go to talkandtalk.com.br, and there you have classes for intermediate and beginner students, and etc. I believe that's all. I already introduced myself, so I'd like to get to know you guys. João, would you like to start introducing yourself? Where are you from? How old you are? And what you do for a living? Please go ahead.
Okay, my name is João. I am 24 years old. I live in Salvador, Bahia. And actually, I'm a software developer and I work for a company from São Paulo.
Nice, nice. How did you get here
Hmm.
on TNT? You saw a post or someone told you about it?
Uh, I I learned about TNT on LinkedIn. Then
Oh, that's nice.
I started last week and organized my schedule to this week. Then I started.
Okay, that's really nice. I hope you enjoyed the
Mhm.
conversation. And now let's get to know you, Bruna.
Hello, welcome. First of all, João. I'm Bruna. I work here on Talk and Talk as a English teacher and as a community manager. I live with my family, my parents and my brother in São Paulo. I like dancing that so much. I like listening to music. Now I've been studying Spanish too, so I'm also on this journey of learning Spanish. What else? In my free time, I like to watch series, sleep, eat something, and go out with my friends. That's it.
Okay, that's really nice, guys. So as I told you before, tonight we're going to talk about sports. Okay, so I'm going to send the questions here, and if you receive it, just give me thumbs up. Okay, right now. Okay, thank you. Okay, we have different questions here, but let's start with the first one. João, can you read the first one, please?
Okay. Read an answer.
Yeah, and if you want, go ahead.
Okay. Do you practice any sports? When was the last time you exercised? Okay. When I when I say exercise, it means just sports or like workout.
Workout is kind of a sport, so it's included. Just go ahead.
Okay. I rarely practice sports. I think the only one I still practicing sometimes is table tennis. Is my secret addiction. And but I like to walk and I do it daily and workout also.
Nice. How many times per week do you work out?
Like 5 or 6 days and walk 3 or 4 maybe.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good because you said you work with software development, I suppose. So I
Yeah.
believe most of your days you are set down.
Yes. I've been a long time without doing any exercises and this year I made the change.
Okay, nice. Thank you, John. What about you, Bruna? Do you practice any sports?
Yeah, just like Troy, I've been going to the gym only. And yeah, nothing too special, just working out. The last time I exercised was like today. I'm still wearing the gym clothes because yeah, and yeah, today at 5, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So you have a lot to talk about tonight.
Yes,
and and
I'm really
João, you
excited.
talked about table tennis. This is really nice. Oh,
I really enjoyed.
okay, that's good. Well, in my case, I used it to be much more active, but nowadays I'm kind of lazy. But yesterday I ran in the park, and probably I'm going to do that tomorrow too, because I'm doing one day in and one day out, So I'm coming back. I came back yesterday, so I'm trying to keep on track, and yeah, I think this is a good way. I also like to play soccer, but it's been a long time I don't practice because I got myself injured and etc. But yeah, I'm trying to get back. So let's go to the next question. Bruna, can you read number two, please?
Yeah. What do you think influences people to practice sports? Should I answer?
You can answer or choose someone else. Go ahead.
Okay. I think I will answer then. I think there are a lot of factors, sometimes because they like, sometimes because they need a community and a place to feel they belong to this place. Sometimes to lose weight because of maybe a health issue, just like me, or just because they like the the sports, right? I think there are a lot of factors, and I think it's something personal, right? Maybe like sometimes to be challenged to, I don't know. What do you think about it all?
Well, I'm going to let João answer first, and then I'll get back. I need more insights from you guys.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
ahead, João, please.
I agree with Bruno. I think in my case, the most thing that will influence me to practice a sport is if someone I know, some of my friends or from my family does it and ask me to go with them. But I think when you have some something cultural, like since you was kid, you watched soccer and you played soccer, then you moved to another city. Probably you will find some way to keep playing soccer. Just an example.
Actually, this is a very good example. It's linked to what Bruno said about practicing sport to get that feeling of belonging to something, like being part of a group and etc. And I really liked your answer when it talks about your friends and family because we are really influenced by people around us. For example, my mother, she always liked to run in the park, so I got this, like, I don't know, this habit from her. And wow, it's very, very good. And I like that. But if it wasn't for her, I don't think I would do that. I would just, oh, I'm not going to run in the park. Who does that? It's something just, I don't know. But it's kind of nice. And getting back to that feeling of belonging. I feel this because when we are younger, I want to do things with my friends. And if my friends play some sports, you're going to play that sport too. And if they go to the gym, oh, I'm going to go to the gym too. And yeah, I think this is really good. Let me see what else. I don't know. I think we covered most of everything. And Bruno talked about the medical reasons too. Sometimes I don't know, people have, I don't know how to say in English, asthma, I don't know. Yes, and the doctors say, oh, you need, I don't know, to swim, and then the person start practicing swimming and etc. It's also a medical reason, but it's good to practice this kind of sports. Let's move on to the next one, number 3. Name 2 sports you would like to practice but haven't had the chance yet. I'd like to start maybe with you, João. If you don't know 2 yet, just say 1, then we go to Bruna, and then we come back, okay? Go ahead, please.
Okay. I think I would like to play tennis once in my life. I never did it. And let me see. The others I already played. I don't know if there's one. Oh, there's another sport is snowboarding. I want to do once in my life.
Do you skate?
I used to. I
Nice.
I forget I used to do this, but when I was like 13 years old, 14 years old, I used to skate. Today
Okay,
I
nice.
don't have my skate anymore.
But you can always come back. Don't forget that.
Yes.
Okay, nice. So we have. Oh, I forgot the first one. I'm so sorry for that. uh, what was the first sport? I totally forgot.
First was tennis.
Yes, tennis. Yes, tennis. I played once. It's nice, but it needs a lot of, how can I say? It takes a lot of energy from you, because you run a lot and it's like really fast, and you need to be strong too
Oh,
with the ball. And yeah. Go ahead, Bruna. What about you? 2 sports you would like to practice?
While you were talking, I started to think and I forgot. But uh, skateboarding is definitely something I would like to try. Okay, and also CrossFit.
CrossFit.
It's something everybody talks about and everybody says it's really nice, but I still haven't tried. Just to see if it's everything, and like if it's really everything people talk about. So I would say these 2. Also volleyball, because I have already tried a lot of things, but I'm really bad at volleyball, so I would like to try and to like train for a while, like not just once.
Okay, nice. Like train with consistency. This would be very nice. Yes, you brought some interesting sport, guys. Uh, well, in my case, I would say surfing. I would like to go to the sea and take some waves. I don't know. This seems kind of nice, and yeah, it gives me a good vibe. Like being the sea, waiting for the wave. It's kind of nice. And the other, I was not thinking about snowboarding, but I think it's really nice right now. But I don't know. I'd like to do something in the sky, like a parachute, jumping. I don't know, bungee jump, something like that. Something in the air. It would be like, I don't know. It give me chill, but I still think like it would be really nice. Uh, any other sport before we move on to the next one? Nope. Okay, let's move on to number 4. João, maybe could you read and ask someone to answer number 4?
Okay. In your opinion, is it dangerous to practice sport only during weeks, the so-called weekend athletes? Can you answer, Bruno?
Sure. I think it's dangerous just if you I don't know if you how can I say this in English? If you force it too much, if you like if you try
Try
to
too
do,
hard.
yes, like if you try to do it like everything you couldn't do on the weekend in 2 days, on the week in 2 days, then I think in this case it can be dangerous. Um, yeah, that's it. And you, Solomon, how do you see it?
Well, I don't know, because people who practice sport during the weekend, it's because they don't have time during the week, you know. So I as you said, I believe you can try too hard. You know, you need to. Oh, I know your limits. Like I can't do that, but I can stay here, but I cannot go above this level. You know, and but it's kind of hard, especially if it's a competition sport. Let me say, I don't know, like running or soccer, something like that. If you are like, I want to win, you're going to force yourself to go harder, and maybe you can hurt yourself. So yeah, I believe it's kind of dangerous. It's kind of dangerous. You need to do it with responsibility. You know. I'd like to hear your opinion, João. What do you think about it?
Okay. Actually, I would say it's something that is not my opinion. I heard about it from a doctor recently. He said that most of the injuries from exercise appear in a long time, and it's caused by lack of warm up and stretch. I think that if you do stretching and warming up correctly, you can do your exercises, your sports in the weekend. As you said, probably you don't have time during the week, but if you don't do these things, maybe can be dangerous.
Yeah, it's okay. Good information. Well, it's kind of hard because, for example, you two that work out. Normally, we have like a instructor there, and he says, "Oh, you need to do this and do that before starting the exercise." But if you are solo, like during the weekend, you're just like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it the way I always do it," and this is the dangerous part, in my opinion. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Let's go to the next one, number 5. It's related to something that Bruna said about belonging and etc. Bruna, would you like to read this one, number 5, please?
Sure. Do you prefer team sports or individual sports? Is it important to be part of a team for you?
Ask someone.
What do you think, Solon?
Okay. Well. I don't know. I prefer team sports. You know, it's kind of nice. Like you need to do your part to get to the objective. You know, it's really nice to do that. And uh, I don't know if I would not say it's important to be part of a team, but I would say that I prefer playing team sports like volleyball, like you said, Bruna, soccer, and yeah, things like that. What about you, João? What do you think?
For practicing, I prefer individual sports. For watching, I prefer team sports. I think it's important to be part of a team because I think the motivation is contagious. I don't know, but um, I think I prefer individual sports to practice because I have more affinity with individual sports. I always did. Like skateboarding is individual, table tennis is in two, but it's not a team. And you, Bruno?
Okay.
Yeah, I have already tried table tennis and it was really, really nice. And it's hard. It seems easy, but it's really hard. Well, um, going straight to the answer, I think I also prefer team sports. As I said, I have already played a lot of things: handball, I don't know, basketball, futsal, and I think it's really nice to be around friends and to, I don't know, to play against a team. You know, I like the routine too of like practicing every week. You know, I really miss doing it, and that's it. I think nowadays I'm just going to the gym and working out. It's a bit lonely, so I don't feel this anymore. But I am thinking of starting CrossFit at least once a week, just to feel I belong to a group. I like being around other people. So yes, I think it is important.
Okay, nice. I'm going to ask you guys because I've never worked out. So is it lonely to be there? Like you need to count the I don't know, the push-ups and the things like I need to do 3 of 25. I don't know. Is it lonely to do that? What do you think, João and Bruno? What's your opinion about this?
Yeah, I'm very introvert, so I think it's awesome to like have a time in your day to put your mind on the right place and listen to music and just do the things that you have to do. I think some people consider like a therapy working
Meditation.
out, but if you like Bruno said, being part of a team, I think CrossFit is the best option because it's also a wonderful workout, and everybody that I know that does CrossFit loves it. And you,
Nice.
Bruno?
And what about you, Bruno?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's interesting because I work out here in the gym, my in the condo. So it's good to be alone because it's small, it's not too big, so it's better with me to share equipment. I must confess I don't like it so much. So I prefer when I am alone because I can play the songs I like, first of all. I don't need to think if the other person is going to like what I'm listening to. Or I always listen to some podcasts too. So I don't feel that lonely. Just like João said, I think I am sit down all day long. And it's bad. I don't like. So the time I go to the gym is the time I can disconnect a little bit from the computer, and I know I'm taking care of me. So I don't feel loneliness because I know I'm doing something for me, and it's good doing something for us. I don't feel it that much.
Okay, nice. But you said something really interesting, Bruno, because normally when people go to the gym, they work out with, I don't know, some really animated sounds like, I don't know, like party sounds. And you said you listen to podcasts. How does it work for you? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. There are some that are like the gym podcasts. There is one that I love. They launch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it's like I know that when I go to the gym, I'm gonna listen to it. So it's good. And yeah, but as I said, when there is someone else, I don't listen to anything. No, there are some guys, they play their own song. Like, do you know if I want to listen to it? Like, this song is terrible. I don't want to listen to it, but they think they can do it. Then I usually don't say anything. It's bad.
okay, nice. What about you, João? Just music, or you listen to some podcast during workout too?
Okay, I listen sometimes to podcasts when I am walking only, but working out, I think I wouldn't pay any attention on the podcast.
Yes, that's what I was thinking because I used to listen to podcasts at the bus. But
Mm.
I don't know, I got distracted with the views and with the things, and I was like, oh, I need to rewind to listen again. And you are working out. I don't know, working out, you need to count the movements and etc. I wouldn't concentrate at all.
Oh, I lost my concentration very easily, so probably changing from an exercise to another, I would be lost completely.
Yes, I think I would do the same series 3 times. Oh, I just needed to do once. Things like that.
That means we really appreciate that you can do it, Bruna.
Yes,
Thank
Bruno, a
you.
lot of
Thank
focus.
you. Thank you. It's strong ability I have.
Okay, nice, nice, very nice, guys. Let's move on to the next one. Whoa, this is about to get interesting. What are the main excuses for not exercising? And how can we overcome these excuses? I'm going to start with myself, okay, if you don't mind. The first one is I don't have time. It's a great excuse because you don't need to explain furthermore. You just say, "Oh, I don't have time," and then your conscience just think, "Yeah, I don't have time," and that's it. And sometimes you need, oh no, if I drink the side, I need to eat well, so I don't have time to prepare a good food. So it's always something related with time and oh, I need to wake up too early and something like that. So for me, at least these are the best excuses. And how to overcome them? I'm going to listen to you guys and then I'll get back and try to answer this one. Okay, let's go with you, João, please.
Okay. My particularly main excuse is I don't have time, but that means I need to rest. I can't go work out without resting today. Like, probably I'm working out 6 days a week to nowadays, but in the end of the year, when I had to study to test and do college works, I will probably drop to 2 or 3 days and maybe 0 days. Depends on the teachers. But the overcome is to just go and do what you can. Like, sometimes when I am not that tired on my tests, I like if I do two parts of exercises, I reduce to one, only one, and do like workout with of 30 minutes instead of 1 hour. And sometimes it works. It helps me um, to keep on the line because when you stop working out, you take like a week or more to get back in terms of strength here, really. So I think reducing instead of stopping is the best way to overcome this.
Okay, nice, nice. Let's go with you, Bruna. What do you think?
That's a good point that João brought. I think for me, the same, like when I don't have time, when my schedule changes suddenly, this is not an excuse. Sometimes it's true, but sometimes I just say I don't have time. Last month from July to June, I from June to July, I had some weeks not going to the gym because I was disappointed because of the treadmill. I didn't want to run in the treadmill anymore because I was thinking I was too slow and I should be faster, so I stopped going because I knew that when I had gone, I would suffer, because I would be disappointed with myself, and I stopped going because of my my performance, and this was my excuse. I don't want to be bad. I want to be good. Um, and how I overcame this, I reminded I talked to my personal training, to my therapist, and reminded that it's a process, and we need to go every day. I think just like João said, sometimes we don't want to, but it's important for me, and I try to remember the reason I started. I started because I wanted to take care of my health. So um, I always try to remember why I started doing it, and it helps me too much. That's it.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Bruna. But I still believe that the best advice is from João because he said, "You just go." You don't think too much. Like, oh, I gotta go, and you just go. This is the best way. And I don't know. It's kind of part of your routine. Of course, there are days like, oh, something it's more urgent and you need to do it. But normally our life's like, oh, it's like this, So I'm just going there and there is no excuse at all. It's kind of hard to find the motivation, like you said. I didn't want to see that I was slow, but you would only get faster if you went there every day. It's nice. It's confusing. And well, how can we overcome these excuses? In my opinion, well, most of us said like I don't have time and things like that. So I believe having a good schedule it's like a good strategy to do that, and maybe having a partner, someone who says, "Oh, do you want to go to the gym today?" And you say, "I don't want." Do you? And the other person, "I don't want either, but let's go." Like one person gives like the support to the other, and it's kind of nice to see. Do you have like training buddies or something? I think you don't because you like to train by yourselves. Am I right?
I used it to go with my girlfriend when we were living together. Um, like until the last month. And I was the annoying person that said, "Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go," even if I didn't want it to. But I just did to because I was more. Don't know. I work it out from more time. Like I work out since I was 6 years younger, and she didn't. It was recent to her, so I had also this responsibility to don't let she stops.
Nice. But that's what I'm talking about, because you said, "Oh, I didn't want to go, but I called her to go with me," and it's nice. And what about you, Bruno? Because you said you have an instructor, but you don't have a training buddy. How does it work? He just gives you the planning and then you go by yourself.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes I record some videos so that he can see and then tell me if I'm doing the wrong movement and the right way or not. But I have a support group on Instagram. So every time I share my stories, my friends are there. Yes, no, 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 you go, girl. So yeah, and I'm for real. They every day post there is someone there commenting and supporting me. So it's really really nice. And I have some friends too. We all work out, so we are always like, Fulano, e aí? Did you go to the gym and everything? And we are always asking each other if we went or not. It's really, really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really nice because I didn't think about that. I was thinking about someone going with you, but actually the person doesn't need to go with you. The person needs to support you, and this is also very good. Okay, nice. Okay, let's talk about other kind of sports. It's number 7. João, you have a nice chair, so I'm going to ask you to read this one. Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, what do you think about the sports, electronic sports, video games? I'll answer that because of my chair. I love video games. Like since I was just a little kid, I played video games, and I had PlayStation 2 was my first console, and I played it for a long time in my life. On PC, I also played a lot, but nowadays I don't because um, I am not self-controlled enough to study, work out, and play games. So usually when I am on my vacation from the college or the job, I start playing something that is not addictive, and then I stop to keep on studying and working.
Okay, nice, nice. I thought you
Mm.
would say, "Oh, I don't play anymore because I don't have my video game anymore." But said about the addiction, etc. But this is nice. This is nice. I'd like to hear from you, Bruna.
Mm.
I don't know what do you think about number 7.
I don't have a strong opinion. I think if you like it, it's okay. I think it's nice that it's really becoming a sport and it's being more valued nowadays, and it's being really seen as a sport. I think it's going to be in the Olympics the next Olympics or not.
I am not sure.
I
João,
read
do you
some
know anything?
I read something about it that it might
I
be in the next Olympics. So I think
mm,
it's great. It's great, yeah. But I've never played uh, just video games, but I've never played electronic games like on the computer, and that's it. But if you like it, I totally support you.
Nice. Would you like to say something, João?
I don't know if it will be on the Olympics, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does, because it it is growing and keep growing for many years. I think since 2014, 2015 had a huge jump to the visibility, the money you earn when you get some big championship. And many people, there are many many soccer teams that are investing on esports teams. So I think it will be probably um, a part of Olympics. I don't know if nowadays or the next one, but it's not too far.
Okay, nice. You talked about teams. I know that Flamengo has I don't know, an esports team. And it's funny you talked about that because me personally, I don't watch and I don't play video games, but my friends they do, and they follow the teams. You know, like oh, this team's going to play the final of League of Legends tomorrow, and I'm going to watch, and I'm like, what? But they're like, oh, I know this team is great, and they're going to do this and that, and it's really funny. Bruna, would you like to say something?
Yes, I've just googled here the information about the Olympics. It was just a supposition they were just discussing. It won't happen in 2024, but it might happen in 2028. Let's see.
Okay, that's really nice, really nice. Let's go to the next one. This one is really interesting. Personally, this is my favorite one from these questions, the questions tonight. If you could choose to be a professional player in any sport, what would you choose? I don't know. I'd like to hear you, Bruna, please.
Yeah, I was a goalkeeper when I was in college for 5 years, and it was really nice. So I would definitely be a handball goalkeeper. Yes, I love it. I love handball. It's an amazing sport, and I would be really happy being a handball goalkeeper.
Okay, really nice, really nice. Let's hear from you, João, please.
Okay, maybe professional skateboarder. I I like the sport. Like I like to play table tennis um just for fun, but I think that skateboarding is a nice sport to have a career as like surf. I think surf is better, but I would say one of those two.
Okay, really nice, really nice. So I go a handball goalkeeper and a skateboarder. That's nice. In my case, I really like to travel. You know, I really like to travel. So if I could choose any sport, I probably would choose like tennis because they travel all over the world to the main championships, or Formula One driver. You know, because they travel all the world every year, and this is like something really crazy. And I would choose sport like this, just traveling a lot, and I think it would really pleases me. Okay, nice. You guys that work out. I don't, so I don't care about this one. I should, but I don't. Question number 9: how important is alimentation when practicing sports on a regular basis? Like, do you go on a diet, or you just try to eat healthier, or you don't care because you are on the gym? And I don't know, how does it work? Let's start with you, João. Then we go to Bruna, please.
Okay, I think that having a good
Uh,
alimentation is as important as working out correctly, because you literally are what you eat, and eating well and not working out may not get the results you want if you have any objective, and working out without a limitation you won't have also it always a pair. You have to do both, but I would say that the limitation is something that you need to have for your life, independent if you work out or not, because it's easier to have as a habit.
Okay, really nice, really nice. You brought an interesting topic. I'm going to comment on that after Bruna answered. Bruna, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think alimentation is or the eating habits are 70%. Mainly on my case, I I have something girls have called SOP in Portuguese. It's something related to the ovarium and everything. And I need to be really cautious with my intake, like avoid eating greasy food, trying to eat healthier. So I would definitely say alimentation for me is like 70%, and I think just like João mentioned, it's as important as uh, practicing exercises. I will just not disagree, but I would just add something that he said. I think both should be taken for life, not just the eating habits, but both should be forever. That's it.
Okay, now nice, really nice. But guys, just out of curiosity, for example, I know that you guys and myself, we work a lot, like on a desk and etc. We don't wake up during the day a lot of times. Do you think that if I don't exercise but eat on a healthy way, would I be healthy in my lifestyle right now? Like, I eat plenty of vegetables and fruits and etc., but I don't exercise. What do you think that would happen? It's purely for my curiosity. I don't know. Would you know how to answer that, or would you know what would happen?
Yeah, I think you might you 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 I think you would keep having a good or like a healthy body, but at some point you would need to do exercises and to strengthen the muscles, because I feel that the older we get, the more we need to to work out the muscles, to really strengthen it. So I think you would miss it for a while, someday, but like talking about the exams is really really difficult. I'm not a health professional, so maybe I'm just saying what I think.
Okay, it's purely from your opinion. What about you, João? What do you think would happen?
Okay, I think when you start to eat healthier, it helps a lot to your routine, because you probably will have more energy. Like Bruno said, the ideal situation is to eat healthier and work out. Like workout gives me a lot more of energy, but I had a problem when I started working from home, and it's not related about limitation and working out, but I think a limitation would be something like this. I wasn't having, I wasn't taking sun, and my D vitamin was really, really low, and I like sleep at 9 p.m. and woke up 9 p.m. Really tired, and it has had been a long time that I eat fruits and vegetables, and I have all my vitamins okay. But I think when you miss someone, it could be D vitamin or another one that you just get eating would be really bad for your energy, for your body.
Okay, nice. I didn't think about this one, but I've met people with the same problem as you. Like they don't take enough sun. It's really crazy to hear that. But yeah, it happens in modern life. Let's go straight to the last question. This one is really simple. Okay. In your opinion, how many times a week should we exercise? Like really exercise? Like I'm going to take 1 hour to, I don't know, to work out, to run, or to do something like that. Let's start with you, Bruno, please.
I think it's complicated because it really depends on the routine each person has. But it's interesting because these days I shared something on Instagram, on Twitter, and my personal training commented it. A girl had shared a quote like this: "It doesn't matter. It's weird how people go to the gym twice and want to get the same results of the ones who go to the gym 6 times a week." And I thought it was interesting, and then my personal training answered, "Yeah, but it depends." So I think it depends on the intensity, on the stimuli, right? But in my opinion, for me, the amount of times is 5. It's the best amount for me that I feel good, 5 or 6, but let's say 5. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Thank you, Bruna. João talked about 6 times, but in your opinion, João, how many times should we exercise, like for real, like 1 hour at least?
Okay, I totally agree with Bruno, and I also think that 5 is the ideal number, but I am doing 6 because I have time nowadays, and if like someday is I can go in a week, the 6 will turn to 5, and it's also okay.
Okay, nice. So we have a number between 5 and 6. Okay, anything like that. Nice, nice. Guys, I believe this is one of the first time that I asked all of the questions. So I don't know. I hope you've enjoyed the experience, and I'm going to ask you to share your opinion on this link. This link is about the survey. Okay. There are just two of you, so maybe I'm going to know who answered what. So don't worry about that. And on this research, I'm trying to find what is interesting about the meeting, what is not, what are the critics and suggestions. Okay. And if you have an idea of a topic, please write it down there. Okay. I'm going to read them. And that's it, folks. João, it's your first week here, so I'd like to know from you, how was the meeting for you? How it's happening for you? Are you liking it? Please share your opinion with us.
Okay, I'm loving talking talks since I think since I made my my sign up, because the all the experience of you have your schedule and meeting new people and talking about many different topics. So I'm really enjoying, and I'm glad to had this meeting with you guys, and it's been a pleasure to know you too. And that's it. Was awesome.
Okay, thank you very much, John. I hope you can schedule more meetings and come to practice more with us. And I'd like to ask from you too, Bruna. What's your opinion about the meeting tonight? Tell me, please.
Okay, as usual, I was thinking I must confess something. My workout routine usually has two parts, like day A and day B. And today was the first day A, and I needed to do a cardio. And I was thinking, should I do it or should I go to solo's immersion? I needed to choose something. And I'm like, okay, let's talk about sports and the immersion. I can do cardio tomorrow. And it was a really nice choice. I think I made a good choice. Yeah, and I'm happy. I think I am a bit suspect to talk about TNT because since the first day I fell in love, and it's now I work here, so I think it's just a pleasure to be here with you. And João, it's really good to get to know you. Feel free to come to other meetings. My meetings are on Wednesdays in the morning. I don't know if you're available at 9, and also on Friday at 5. So you're more than welcome to my meetings too, and to the classes, because I am in the classes. I'm sure I will meet you other times here. And it's good to know you've been enjoying the experience, because we've been working so much to make it happen. So congrats, Saulo. Congrats, Saulo. Oh gosh, on the I called you Saulo again. Gosh, congrats, Saulo, on the topic. It was really, really nice.
Okay, nice. It's just so crazy that I brought this topic about sports and she missed her sport class just to go to the meeting. So that's the final message, guys. Okay, folks, it was a really great pleasure talking to you. And if you want to schedule more meetings, you guys from YouTube, if you want to see classes and etc., just go to talkingtalk.com.br, and there you can see more classes in English, and you can see conversation in Spanish, in French, and other languages. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your evening, and I see you next time. Bye bye, guys. See
Bye
you.
bye. See you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.